Digital social innovation, there might be so many different meanings, but one of them is who is going to do it? Who is going to help us to innovate, socially speaking, and look at the sort of technologies that can support the right projects, the social projects? Now, the answer to that question seems to me anyone of a goodwill, and anyone who has the means to help. Now, the goodwill I don't know, but the means are certainly also in the hands of multinationals. And therefore, one of the things I've been arguing recently is that we should really have a partnership, a dialogue, a combination of resources, forces, intentions, to make sure that if we have a chance to succeed, and it's a big if, it's a big task, all the strength that comes from also successful business is brought on board. And mind, the expression is brought on board. It doesn't mean that we are going to delegate, to give up, to chain ourselves to big business. No, but we want to bring them in the room, make sure that the decisions are collective, that they also have a chance to have their voice heard, but we also have a chance to make sure they hear us and they tell us what they want and we tell them what we want. The point about, say, the future of the internet looks to me much more successful if we start looking not at can we get everybody online? Can we make sure everybody has an internet account, an email account, a Facebook account? Because that is not exactly what's going to happen. The point is, like, can we make sure that whatever happens, even if you don't, even if you're an outcast, even if you're outside, if you are on the wrong side of the digital divide, the internet will be good for you for other reasons. So the analogy here is, for example, with public transport. I don't care if you never use the public transport in the first place. What I do care is that if you want, it's there for you. I don't care whether you're never ever going to use that cycling path, etc. But if you want to use it, it's there for you. So what we're looking at is a social approach to the internet. We didn't do it, it was a mistake. We started making that mistake in the 90s. We didn't understand at the time that we're building a new space. We thought it was another utility. Let it go, let it grow, and then regulate. That was a mistake, an understandable mistake, nobody's fault. It was too early, it was too difficult, it couldn't possibly sit. But the truth is that today is the new space where we spend most of our time, the living time, the productive time, etc. Now, to me, that seems to me the internet behind the scenes, the digital in support of. So the digital as an infrastructure, something that makes the world work better, jobs easier, life a little bit less challenging. Well, it doesn't have to be me with an internet account. It could be something that essentially is happening without me even noticing. Well, that would be really what the government can do, the state as a society. When it comes to having a conversation about ethical issues, sometimes there's a bit of confusion. The confusion is due to the fact that we have the law, and isn't that enough? So we have business, we have politics, we have society, we have a market, and we have legislation. Isn't that enough? Why talking about ethics? So the answer is simple, especially if I can use the following analogy. Imagine playing a game. The law tells you what the rules of the game are. Ethics tells you how to play well. There's a big difference. Playing according to the rules, absolutely. That is necessary. No one is above the law, definitely. Playing well, well, that is exactly what you do after compliance, after having followed the law, and therefore improving, going the extra mile, making sure that what is right is not just what needs to be done, but also what could be done to make this a better place.